just getting enthusiasm, and I just really appreciate it. We couldn't have done it without all their help, especially Mike and Pat, with everything they do with the alumni. I think we should give them a hand too. I want to thank Liz Dow and the Historical Society for giving us some of the great things, the banner that you saw out there. And if you look in the trophy case, they've given us on loan the 1931 state championship trophy from Hardwick Academy's boys basketball team. It's in great condition. We want to thank Scott Bernard and Winning Image Graphics for all of these awesome shirts. So thank you, Scott. I want to thank Todd Delarich and Randy Lumsden for a lot of the work they've done behind the scenes for some important things tonight. And Lemoyne Valley Ford. And I want to thank Annette Gann and cheerleaders who are going to be coming out here soon to cheer you, get this place going. I want to recognize one more person before we get to the teams. There's one coach who coached at Hardwick Academy and Hazen Union, is our biggest supporter that we have, and somebody who helped mold me into the person that I am today. And I think we need to give a round of applause to Dan Hudson and Sue Hudson. Growing up, I know a lot of kids grow up and they follow the Celtics, they follow the Red Sox, they talk about all these awesome players and athletes that they follow. In my house, I grew up hearing about the great Bruce Putnam and Jim McWilliams and Dave Brown going 5 for 5 in the state championship baseball game, and John Dimmick striking out 21 in the state championship baseball game. Those are the guys that I grew up. I got to play against Mike Picard when I was 13 years old in men's league, and there's no way Shaquille O'Neal has anything on Mike Picard. That guy's unbelievable. So this is a really special night for me, and I'm just really excited and want to thank everyone who came out. Look at all the purple and gold. This is awesome. So, we're going to recognize 7 teams here tonight. The first was the 1922 runner-up team for Hardwick Academy boys basketball. And that was back when there was one division. And Little Hardwick went all the way to the state championship and lost to Cathedral, who is now Rice. So the 1922 team was something else. 1929 was a runner-up in Division II. And then in 1931, they got their first state championship over Craftsbury. Which then brings us to the 4 teams that we want to recognize tonight with the people who are actually here in person. So what we're going to do is, in a minute here, I'm going to turn it over to Lance. He's going to go through and call out the rosters from 63, 64, 64, and 66. When they call out your team, those players, managers, people who are here, please come out to the center. And when all of them are out here, we'll give them a round of applause and we will pull the banner. Lastly, before I give it to Lance, again, I just want to thank all the Hardwick Academy people. I know there's some people here that told me they haven't been to a Hardwick basketball game since they were in high school in the 60s. So I can't thank people enough for coming out. And I think I want to speak on behalf of Hazen With that, I will give it to Lance, and he will call down our Hardwick Academy Terriers.
1963 basketball division 3 runners up with a record of 21-2.
He's calling the game.
You're going to be on 2.
I'm going to be on 2. Okay, so Lance is going to be here? Yep. Okay, perfect.
Phil MacArthur, Pat Burland, Harry Willie, Jerry Reno, Dan Goodrich, Gideon Bernie Vernon, Ken Vernon, Jack Strong, Dave Brown, and manager Robert Goodrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having everybody else.
1964 basketball division 3 runners up with a record of 12-12. Head coach Charlie Whitaker, Gideon Bernie Burnham, Jerry Reno, Ken Burnham, Norman Andrews, Larry Mercier, Jack Strong, Eugene Campbell, Paul Garland, Cliff Gross, Mike Warren, Dave Brown, John Dimmick, and Bruce Putney.
Bruce Butler for Roger. Yeah, it's the first 1,000 points scorer.
1964 baseball Division 3 champions with a record of 11-6, coached by Ed Rose, Captain Ray Goodrow, Ron Campbell, Dennis Brochu, Rainey Menard, Ray Howard, Greg McNaughton, Dean Shedd, Jack Strong, Cliff Gross, Ken Burnham, John Dimmick, Dave Brown, Wes Cookson, Bernie Kobeth, Bruce Putney, Barry Dimmick, Danny Hill, and scorekeepers.
I called all the... Sorry.
1966 baseball Division 2 champions with a record of 12-1, coached by Jim Lumley, John Dimmick, Dave Brown, Bernie Kobeth, Earl Chafee Jr., Barry Dimmick, Danny Hill, Jim Hill, Dave LeBlanc, Bob Fair, Bert Hodgson, Ricky Eastman, Art Lilly, Dave Fair, Robin Brown, manager Dennis Putva, and ball boys Mike LaCours and Dan LaCours. Gentlemen, if you could come down and unveil the banner for us. Gentlemen, if you could gather by the baseline, we're going to try and get a photo of you. Vanessa has promised to make this quick. Good evening and welcome to the Wildcats Den here at Hazen Union High School, PA, Hardwick, Hazen Union. Tip-off right now, Lance Hall with the call, James Salvis, actually I'm on color, James Salvis with the call for HCTV Channel 1080 on your local cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Sponsors tonight, Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522, We Sport Hazen Athletics, and the Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, GMTCC, Jumpstart Your Future. Take it away, James.
And now you see Veet with it, Fougere with it up at the top of the key. Now Beck with it. He's going to look inside Follansby. Outside Beck with it. Fires one back to Mace across the diamond on the wing now. Veet with it. Veet now finds Follansby up at the top of the key. Mace with it. He'll look to Beck. Lance, you see PA in white tonight and Hazen, or all of the Hardwick Terriers, in purple.
Yes, wearing the purple and gold. We're celebrating Hardwick Academy tonight.
And what an electric scene it is here at the Den. I mean, you get two rivals like this together, 225th time we're playing each other, dating back to 1911.
Yes.
And
Brendan Moody picks up the foul there. Follinsby with it. I'll go nice in-out dribble. Sorry to cut you off, Lance. Dump inside for Fougere. He missed it. Now Hill. That's Xavier Hill, the thrill.
The X-Man.
Oh, he dumps it inside. Rivard up through the contact. No good. Rebound down Fougere. Fougere chins it. Looks for a guard. He'll find Beck now. Beck's going to push the pace. The crafty senior for the People's Academy Wolves.
Kind of ironic tonight, James. We have a Hazen alumnus and a PA alumnus.
Yes.
Doing the call.
Yes. Me from Peoples and Lance from Hazen, obviously, folks. Mace now. Mace with it. He'll look inside, find Fougere. Handoff for Mace. He's doubled. Picked up quick by Baker. Now Beck with it. Beck looked like he wanted to shoot the three there. Now he'll find Veet. Inside Follinsby. He's going to go to work. He's doubled. Outside Mace with it. Mace now. Follinsby looked for a cutting Veet. Oh, nice up fake by Follinsby. They're going to say he traveled.
Brother Orty caught him on the little stutter step there. Mike Orton, veteran referee tonight out here.
Yes. Very big in the Williamstown community.
Yes.
His son Tyler Orton played there.
And up goes the chant of "You can't do that."
This crowd might get chippy tonight, Lance.
Yeah, it could be. If it's anything like the JV game.
Oh, that was a great game. Rivard inside. Oh! Fougere, I thought, had a clean block there, Lance.
I thought he did too.
Clean block.
Brother Orty with the call on the block.
You see Todd Yando pleading his case. So Rivard's going to head to the line and shoot two.
Tyler Rivard coming off a tremendous night Wednesday against Enosburg, set the all-time record for points scored in a game for Hardwick Academy and Hazen with 50 points.
I don't think that's a record that's ever going to be touched, Lance. Rivard hits them both there. He's got two now on the evening.
I'll tell you, it hadn't been touched in a while. Bruce Putvane had held that record for a long time.
Was it Bruce Putvane? I was told it was Dimitri Vasiliadis.
Nope. Vasiliadis came close, but Bruce had it.
See, Elliot Kimball gave me that information, so I figured the Big Red Machine would give me a reliable
Bruce Putvane had 45 back in 1966 against Waterbury. Vasiliadis scored 42 against Fairfax in 2013.
Now Follinsby with it inside. Oh, stolen away. Baker, he's on the run. Oh, Follinsby, look at the speed. He gets back. Good soccer player. Rivard fouled inside. I think that's going to be two on Jacob Fougere, Lance.
Going to put him in foul trouble early here. We're only 5:49 left to go in the first period.
Oh, no, that's going to come back to Gus Veet.
Gus Veet, okay.
Surprising, I didn't even see Veet down there anywhere. As you see, Lance, a big People's Academy crowd here tonight.
Always up here.
The big Route 15 rivalry.
That it is. Looking through Coach Aaron Hill's extensive record book, and
here, I'm sure it's exquisite.
It's amazing, the stats.
Oh, Rivard missed the second one.
He has an entire page just on the Hardwick Hazen versus People's Academy history.
Oh, I believe it. It's probably a big sheet.
As of
now, Veet looking for anybody to get the ball to.
5 count.
5 count from brother Buddy Orton.
Brother Orty. Yes.
Brother Orty.
Brother Orty.
Did you see Lincoln the Mayor Mitchell there inbound?
The Prez.
The Prez. See, I always get it mixed up, Lance.
Prez.
I've been calling him the Mayor, President, same thing, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now Rivard with it. Rivard, nice up fake. Outside finds little Brendan Moody. 3 up, and he gets it. Brendan Moody against his former team.
6-0 lead for the Cats.
Gus Veet with the push off, 3 up. Oh, and Gus Veet answers back. Gus Veet, the sharpshooting senior for the People's Academy Wolves, knocks it down.
Moody just got crushed out there.
Moody get crushed by Veet at the other end, too. I think Veet sees a little bit of a size advantage for himself.
That was Hudson Mace, who just absolutely forearm shivered Moody right out of the way on that. I'm amazed there wasn't a call on that.
I was amazed there wasn't a player control here. Oh, Follinsby up through the contact, Lance. Thought he was going to score that one for the bucket and the bruise, but he'll head to the line for 2 for the deuce.
Overall wins, and this was updated in 2022, of the 224 games played so far. Hardwick Hazen has 115 wins, People's Academy with 109.
So a very tight battle.
Yeah. Back in the Hardwick Academy days, PA had the edge 60 to 55. Hazen with the edge once we incorporated here with a 61 to 52.
So very, very close though, Lance. You see in both, even in both.
Yeah, big time history.
Collinsby hit the first.
Big time history. I'll get into that here in a little bit. I've got some great history here as well.
Collinsby, you see a little unorthodox free throw, but he knocks it down.
Whatever it takes to get it in, you know?
Yep. Now he'll find Baker. Baker top of the key. Mitchell now Moody with it. He's picked up by Mace. Over now Hill with it, picked up by Beck. Hard screen there by Mitchell. 3 up by Hill, and it's good.
The X-Man.
Or as I like to call him, Lance, Hill the Thrill.
Yes.
Now Mace.
Kind of surprised the student section is kind of just standing over there right now.
Really spread out. You know, Lance, I still haven't figured out why they row.
Oh, I have an answer for that. I had a former student text me the other day, Facebook message me. Let me get in here and we'll.
Oh, and a dump inside for Fougere. He missed it. Hill's going to push the pace. Hill now, he's going inside. He's got White all around him, goes up. He's fouled hard. I'm sure there's not going to be much complaint there. Foul inside by about 3 People's Academy Wolves players.
Sends the X-Man to the line. Now, according to Emma Bador, who watches our game, she's living down in Alabama now, former Hazen student. The rowing thing is because they're rowing away with a win.
I often wondered, oh, Hill, that one bounced around and rattled in.
It did, so I want to thank Emma for finding that out for me.
Yes, thank you. Lance and I were both curious.
Yep.
Sorry, folks, if my voice is a little bit hoarse. JV game was intense.
It was an intense JV game.
Oh, Hill missed the second one.
Rivard gets the rebound, though. Turn around inside. Makes it a 7-point lead for the Cats.
Rivard has
to go
5.
First.
Rivard with 5 points on the evening already. Now, Follansby trying to salute the offense there. Mace inside. He's bumped. Nice take by Hudson Mace, the sophomore.
Referee Alejandra Berenicher with the whistle. That was a mouthful to announce.
Oh, it was, Lance. I felt bad for you.
I made it through.
Now, Lance, I unintentionally wore a yellow and green shirt today.
That's okay. Okay. I wore my purple.
Beck, jump shot, good to go. Sawyer Beck, Lance, you see, he has a high arc and jump shot. Really tough one to block. Such a sweet shot for Sawyer Beck.
Nice looking shot.
You see him, and that's a comparable matchup between him and Xavier Hill, about the same size.
Yep. Should be a good one to watch tonight.
Yes, 2 steady scorers, too. Moody, he'll get him off in a hurry.
Short.
That's up no good. Rebound down, Veet. Now Beck's going to push it up. You see Beck kind of a big guard for the Wolves, as is Hill for the Wildcats. Now Follansby, he'll find Beck. Beck turn around everybody. I don't know everybody. Hill now, he'll find Baker top of the key. Mitchell now, Mitchell inside. Oh, poked away by Follansby. Poked right back to Gabe Mitchell on the deck. Oh, should have been a jump ball. Now Rivard's foul. Oh, the late jump ball call there.
Real late jump ball call.
I mean, Rivard was already going up for it. You see Aaron Hill not happy about that one.
Possession arrow does give the ball to the Cats, so.
So Hill inbound under the hoop.
X-Man.
Oh, inside Gabe Mitchell almost lost it. And a travel.
Okay, travel.
Gabe Mitchell just lost this footing a little bit there.
Lost his balance there.
Happens. I think you see Follansby over there trying to get a little bit of a game plan from his coaches. Follansby there might have a favorable matchup with Gabe Mitchell. Follansby, the steady scorer for the Wolves. Averaged 21 points a game last year, Lance.
Good scorer.
Now Lynch, he'll find Mace.
Double dribble.
They called the double dribble there on Hudson Mace. I only saw him use one hand there, Lance.
I don't know. Referee Brian McCarthy standing right there. He must
McCarthy,
have
a very good official in his own right. Now you see they'll switch back to Follansby on Rivard. Speaking of which, Hill bounces it inside to him. Nice double there by Beck and Follansby. Rivard turnaround. Oh, that's no good. Now Beck will get the rebound.
Trying to get that shooter's roll.
Yep, Beck's going to push the pace. Beck will wave him off now. Now Veet with it, top of the key. Inside finds Lynch. Ooh, wanted fake the handoff there. Nice move. Ooh, Beck, jump shot up, no good. Hard off the iron. Veet, good job to hustle back.
Moody, nice hang, but gets a rebound. Turnaround Mitchell, nope, can't get it.
Getting chippy under the basket, Mace lost it.
Ball staying with Hazen.
Ooh. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Lance. That got poked away by Purple, in my opinion. Not just saying that because it was Peoples losing it.
It did look close.
It looked, in fact, like Mace got it stripped, but ref right there with the call.
47 seconds left. Cats up 12-7.
He'll inbounds it.
Fast moving first quarter.
Yes. Oh, Mitchell, nice cut. He missed it, though.
Prez, you don't see him miss those very often.
No, that was a great cut by Lincoln
It
Mitchell.
was.
As you see, I think the Wolves here are just going to try and work some of the clock out here, try and find a good shot. Ooh, that was a good one for Noah Lynch. Ooh, Lynch forced it there, trying to look for Follansby. Veet, you see, getting big in there.
20 seconds, no need to hurry. Set something up.
See, that's the shot they were looking for. Hill up off the front of the rim. No good. Follansby is going to push the pace. Follansby, you see Joe Bonanno, an excellent JV coach. Runner from Follansby up and no good. Rivard, half court heave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Into the rafters. At the end of one, it's the Cats up 12-7 over their arch rival People's Academy Wolves in a very, very fast-paced first quarter.
Lance, that might be the lowest scoring quarter I've seen from the Wildcats this year.
Speaking of scoring, they have scored 385 points in their 5 games. They've only given up 176. Their average margin of victory is 41.8 points. Closest game they've had is the one Wednesday night, 88-64 against Enosburg. That was the most points they've scored in a game, with the most points they've given up in a game. So, yeah, some very prolific offense by the Cats. And this PA team has come in here and pretty much shut them down. 12 points in one quarter, yeah.
Let me tell you, Lance, this PA team, they've played real hard today. Real hard.
Absolutely. Talk a little bit about Hardwick Academy. Of course, we're celebrating Hardwick Academy tonight. They won a basketball championship back in 1931 with a record of 14-8. They were runners-up in 1922, 29, 63, and 64. Hardwick Academy, of course, was built back like 1890, something like that. And I believe, if memory serves me correctly, the last graduating class to come out of there was 1970, because Hazen opened up in the fall of 1970. And a lot of history, a lot of heritage here tonight.
Yes,
with,
and
we put a new banner up celebrating the runners-up, the state champions and the runners-up. And
they've been the Wildcats ever since.
Once they came up here to Hazen, became the Wildcats. Before that, it was the Terriers. They wore the purple and gold.
And then
moved up here with the red, white, and blue,
Yeah, it's definitely weird seeing them in purple, though, Lance.
Throwback jerseys tonight.
Oh, Beck and Veet. Miscommunication there.
Speaking of a throwback.
That's off Mitchell. Go ahead, Lance.
I was just going to say that, we're talking about throwback jerseys. That was a throwback pass right there.
Sure was.
And celebrating a birthday today, LeBron James.
And Tiger Woods.
Yes. It's also Bacon Day.
Yes. LeBron James, the GOAT.
Tiger Woods.
Greatest of all time. And Tiger Woods as well.
Considered the GOAT as well.
2 GOATs born on one day. Ooh, Lynch now. He's got a tough matchup in there. Oh, up, no good. Inside, Mitchell lost it. Nice awareness by Mitchell to throw that off Lynch out of bounds.
Great presence by the president, by the Prez.
Yeah.
X-Man.
You know, Lance, I kind of like the mayor.
The mayor?
Because it goes with his last name, M, Mayor.
Ah, yeah.
Mitchell.
Eminem, yeah.
Eminem, Lincoln Mitchell.
Yeah. Mayor,
Speaking of him,
Mayor Mitchell.
Mayor Mitchell.
Tyler fights his way inbounds. Off the glass.
Gets it.
Makes Hazen doubling it up, PA 14-7 right now.
Rivard with 7 points on the night. You see the Wolves are playing tough in there, but there's not a whole lot they can do about Rivard. Oh, inside Follansby.
Not a whole lot any team's been able to do about Tyler this
Mace, 3 up. Oh,
Did everything
around.
but go down through.
And an offensive foul on Rivard that wasn't called. And a travel for Tyler Rivard. One of the few times you'll see him take a jump shot.
Yeah,
Lance.
yeah. Maybe that's what happened.
Rivard scores so well around the basket, he really doesn't need to take a lot of jump shots. And I don't think Lance, I saw Rivard take 3 threes all season his freshman year.
Really?
To be fair, he canned 2 of them. Technically, that half-court heave will count as a 3, but I think that's the first 3 he's attempted all year. Back with it now, picked up by Mitchell.
Yeah, you don't see Tyler shooting from outside all that much. I mean, he's too effective inside.
Exactly.
Baranachera sounds her whistle.
Yes, right there for that one, Lance. Lynch took a step too many. UC Fougere is spending extended time on the bench for the Wolves with 2 fouls. Coming back in now, though.
These 2 teams have played each other in the playoffs 6 times. Hazen is up with a 4-2 advantage. Give it the years and what happened next break.
21, that's a legendary number for the People's Academy Wolves. Nick Holbrook wore that number. 4-year varsity player and starter for the Wolves, helped lead us to the Barry Auditorium in his senior year. Now Rivard with it.
Tyler hanging outside tonight.
He is.
The Prez underneath.
Lincoln Mitchell, first basket of the night.
See, I like the Prez with President Lincoln.
Yeah, that's good.
You
Prez.
know?
That's a good one. Oh, back. I think you saw a little bit of a mismatch there with Mitchell. Oh, now back looking for Follinsby, finds Lynch.
Knocked away by Rivard.
And he's fouled. Lynch doing a good job. I think the Wolves are doing a good job, Lance, and not giving Rivard anything easy around the basket.
Of the playoff wins that Hazen had, we won 4 times. 1929 in a playdown, 1981 in a championship, a legendary championship game. 1996, another championship game. 2011 in the quarterfinals. People bested us twice. 1990 in a quarterfinal and 1993 in a quarterfinal.
And everybody tells me, Lance, I have a former assistant coach at PA was on that 81 team. And he says to this day that PA won that championship.
There's a lot of controversy over that game still going, indeed. From 1984 to 94, Hazen went 1-23 against PA and lost 18 straight games at one point.
Rivard, I believe, missed the first free throw and got the second. So he's at 8 points on the night, 17-7 lead for the Wildcats. They're up by 10.
If I remember right, it was a shot by Troy Hayford that went at the end of, was it regulation, I think?
Yes.
They thought he got it off before, and the referee said he got it off after.
Oh, Follinsby, nice take through the contact there, Lance. A la Tyler Rivard on that one. Now outside Moody, he's let him fly tonight.
Rivard up. Goes again. A PA crowd wanted to travel.
Todd Yando not happy with that one.
Mike Orton says no.
Todd Yando said yes.
I think Mike Orton said there was contact. Yeah, he put the ball up in contact, then he caught it and went up again. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Lance. Really hard to tell
is.
from up here. Mace, nice pump fake. There, Mike Orton got that one right. Right there for that one, Lance.
That's right.
Like you said, Brother Orty.
Brother Orty. The other thing I'm noticing in 81, that Hazen and PA played a record 4 games each other that 1981 year when they won the championship. Played each other 4 times that year.
Inbound now, Follinsby will get it. He'll find Veet. Veet dumps it inside Follinsby. Follinsby inside through the contact, no good. Fougere with the rebound right back to Follinsby in through the contact and gets it to go. Chandler Follinsby with 6 points.
19-11 your score, 4:20 left to go here in the first half.
That's been one thing for the Wolves tonight, Lance. They're going to have Follinsby play tough with Rivard as his matchup.
Absolutely.
He's going to have to play physical. Ooh, Rivard mid-range up, no good. Fougere got hooked on the far side there by Gabe Mitchell.
Forgot to read our sponsors there when we started the second, James. I'm going to give them a quick read. You are watching Hazen Varsity Basketball on HCTV channel 1080. www.hctv.us is Coach Hill's going to take a timeout. Sponsored by Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We support Hazen Athletics and Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, GMTCC. Jumpstart your future. Applications now open for any GMTCC programs.
Yes. 19-11 lead for the Hazen Wildcats. 4:08 left to go here in the second quarter.
Danny, if while we're sitting here, can we get a shot of the banner that got unveiled up there this evening, celebrating the Hardwick Academy Terrier athletic accomplishments in basketball and baseball? A couple of champions up there and some runners up. I think we had 5 or 6 guys from some of those teams out on the floor for it. It was
Oh yeah,
very historical night here tonight in the den.
You see
The Terrier cheerleaders were out, sang the alma mater.
yes, that was fun to see.
It was.
You see, Lance, so people's numbers, you know, they're pretty low all the way up to 23. They don't have 24 because that was worn by Peyton Verzilli of the People's Academy Wolves. Number has since been retired, or so we like to say.
Okay.
It hasn't actually. It hasn't actually, but we say it is. Hudson Mace. He'll take it now. Fugier, top of the key. Now Beck with it. Oh, Beck, nice fake pass. Back outside finds Veet. Veet, floater up. Oh, no good. Fugier with the rebound up through the contact, gets it to go. Jacob Fugier, nice board and laid it right back in strong.
PA scrapping back here. Got the lead cut to 6.
They do. Moody now. He'll find Hill. Now Gabe Mitchell. He'll find Ryan Morrison. Over Moody. Looked like he wanted to shoot the 3, but... And now Moody drops it out of bounds.
Handle, yep.
Moody played for the People's Wolves last year.
I remember him playing, yep. Good basketball player. Apparently lives in Wolcott, has school choice.
Sure does. I mentioned it on Wednesday, Lance. His dad is a legendary race car driver at Thunder Road. His dad is the all-time wins leader in the Tiger Sportsman division at Thunder Road. Couple other Thunder Road racers in attendance here tonight, Lance.
I saw Mike Martin here.
Yes, Mike Martin in attendance tonight, and his son Stephen Martin, both Thunder Road racers as well.
Follansby tries the dipsy-do underneath and gets called on a travel.
There you go. Todd Yando getting adamant like he used to. That's the Todd we know and love. Todd used to jump up and down on the sideline, folks. I saw that guy smack the floor yelling defense. I've seen that guy jump into the bleachers. He is about as entertaining as they come to watch on the sideline.
Tyler was trying to get that one through to
Inside
X.
Beck, he's going to push the pace. You see Beck the speedster, a track star for the People's Academy Wolves. Beck, he's got a nice matchup there with Hill. Outside Mace with it. Mace, that's a fun name to say.
It is.
Hudson Mace.
That's a great name. That's a good basketball name.
It is. Mace.
What's your name? Hudson Mace.
It
what
is.
do you do? I play basketball.
Right? Now Veet there trying to find the fake. Movement's not been very good for the Wolves. Now Follansby.
2:15 left to go in the half. Cats up 6. What do we got?
Offense, player control there on Gus Veet. Brendan Moody channeling his inner LeBron. Good job at selling a foul.
Brother Orty as entertaining as any referee I've ever seen when he gives the foul calls to the scorer's table.
Number 2, Quinn Kalp going to come in for Gus Veet, who's a little hot. He'll take a seat. Gus Veet has 3 fouls tonight for the Wolves. That's not what they want to see.
We got him and Fugier in a little bit of trouble already.
That's not what they want to see for their sharpshooting guard.
Tyler underneath. Referee Brian McCarthy blows his whistle.
So that foul is going to come back to Sawyer Beck, his first for the Wolves. You know, another funny Todd Yando story, Lance, while I have a second. Revard free throw good. Last year with the referee McCarthy, there was a foul called at PA, and Todd didn't like it, and he said, come on. He said, come on. He was so straight up, he was touching the stars. All-time moment from Todd Yando.
That is a great line.
Him and McCarthy have a great relationship. Now Beck with it. Both free throws were good by Revard. Wolves trail by 8. Kalpa, quick one out there for the Wolves. Ooh, Fugier, a little bit of contact there, lost it. Mace with it. See a lot of guys playing some big, heavy minutes tonight for the Wolves.
And I'll tell you, there's some banging going on out there.
There is. Mace with it. Now Kalp with it.
1:35 left to go in the first half.
It's been
Cats
a quick
have increased that lead back to 8. It has been a quick game. But I think after that rather pass inside off the glass.
Oh, Fugier with a nice score.
Nice move.
Great pass, too, from Hudson Mace.
After that JV game that you literally could have read a copy of War and Peace during, it's nice. It's refreshing to have this game moving a little faster.
Yes, Rivard now. Picked up by Follansby. Outside with it, Hill. Hard screen there by Follansby. They're going to switch. Ooh, Rivard can't leave him open because he'll can those.
Tyler shooting from outside.
14 there.
Interesting strategy by Coach Hill. I'm not seeing Tyler playing down and underneath a whole lot tonight. He's been shooting from outside.
I think he's realized the Wolves are going to come at him strong down there in the paint. Oh, nice cut there by Calpe's fouled.
Coach Hill's not happy with Tyler drawing his second foul with 44 seconds left in the first half. This aggressive, yes. Wise, no.
And I think the Prez, Mitchell's going to come in for him.
Coach Hill is kind of letting Tyler know that was
Mitchell also
not a good foul to take.
But Mitchell also has 2 Lance, so they got to be careful. Ooh, Calp heavy off the back iron. Wolves their offense has been quite stagnant tonight. Played hard on defense, but their offense.
Their defense has been good. I mean, they're going to hold Hazen to, theoretically less than 30 points here in the first half. So.
Ooh, Calp missed them both. Ooh, they say Fougere poked it out there, and he did. Got the hand on it.
Ryan the Little Lion inbounds to the X-Man. 40 seconds left here in the first half. Cats up 8.
Lance, you come up with these nicknames in a hurry. Ryan the Little Lion Morrison. Ryan Morrison, good ball player for the Wolves. Or for the Wildcats, I mean.
Yes, he is. Gabe Mitchell up, loses it. Morrison there. Wow.
He's got 2. Now the Wolves trail by 10 again. As you see Beck now.
Cats building that lead back up.
Back outside, Follansby. Oh, should have shot the 3 ball.
He was wide open for that 3. Now he's lost it. Body's on the floor. And that's off the Raptors. So halftime, it's the Cats with a 10-point lead, 25-15 over the People's Academy Wolves. You're watching HCTV channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Sponsored by Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We support Hazen Athletics and Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, GMTCC. Jumpstart your future. Lance Hall on color, James Salvis on the play-by-play. Shall we return at the start of the second half, James?
Yes.
We'll see you then. All right, we're just about underway, getting ready to get underway here for the second half. The crowd just serenaded Adam Gann on his birthday.
So happy birthday, Adam Gann.
Absolutely. You are watching Hazen Varsity Basketball here on HCTV, channel 1080, www.hctv.us, streaming worldwide and archive. Sponsors tonight, Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We support Hazen Athletics and the Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, GMTCC.lnsd.org. Jumpstart your future. Lance Hall on color. James Salvis doing the play-by-play. James, what do you see tonight? We got a good game. Big-time rivalries. Throw out the records. Hazen's up 10, but that doesn't really mean anything. We got a half to play.
We sure do.
What do you think?
It's been a physical game tonight, Lance. Very, very fast game, too. But,
yes,
hey, Hazen only had 25 points at halftime. That might be the lowest all season. Now inbound, Baker with it.
Definitely.
Baker now, he finds Hill. Hill over, finds Moody. Now a quick skip pass, finds Baker. He'll let the 3 go. That's up no good, Lance.
Revived by the press. Jaden, I don't know.
He's struggled with the 3 ball so far this year. He'll get it off in a hurry. That's up no good. Follansby fighting for it. Nice fight there by Chandler Follansby, but to no avail. Baker very fast, though, as you see.
He is.
Hill up no good.
Drop.
Follansby with the rebound. Now Beck's going to go to work for the Wolves. See the Wolves in white tonight. Wildcats in purple.
Yes, purple and gold celebrating Hardwick Academy tonight. So we had a
nice catch there by Hudson Mace. Looking like Randy Moss over the middle.
Baranachera calling the foul on Jaden Baker. That's Jaden's 3rd.
Jaden's been in some trouble tonight.
Yeah, he has. But yeah, we're celebrating Hardwick Academy tonight. Everybody wearing the purple and gold. We had some members of some former teams from the champions back in the 60s in basketball and baseball come out. A nice little banner unveiling. And a historical night here.
Hill's going to push the pace. Inside through the contact. That's a nice take, Lance.
The X-Man.
Xavier Hill, the thrill, with a nice take there. Scores it.
X is as a complete a player as I've seen in quite a while.
Yes.
His passing is just otherworldly.
It is. Gets his shot off in a hurry, too. Saw the People's fans looked on in disgust there.
And you never see him really get too rattled, you know.
And a traveling violation there on Tyler Revard. Follinsby doing a good job to get back and getting his grill a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
Wolves got to try and put some points on the board, though. The defense has been there. The defense has been there, but the offense has certainly not been.
They've had a tough time.
They have, but the Hazen defense is excellent.
Hazen D is just, you know, like I said, we read the stats earlier. They've held opponents low. They've, you know, won big, but this game's close.
Ooh, Mace 3 up, no good. That one looked good too, Lance.
X.
Hill
Pass
outside
over
finds
Moody.
Moody.
Wide
That's not
open.
the guy to leave open.
Short.
It's no good, though. Follinsby watches it go out of bounds. Chandler Follinsby has 6 tough points for the Wolves tonight. All of his baskets, they've been getting physical with him down there, and he's been scoring with it.
That they have.
He's had a tough matchup. He's had Revard guard him a little bit. Now he's got Lincoln on him.
The Prez out there.
The Prez and T-Rex. That's a two-headed monster in the paint.
It sure is.
Inside Mace with it. He'll find Veet. Ooh. Ooh, Veet. Tried to find a little pass inside for Follinsby. Looks like Follinsby had good position there.
He did. Just didn't quite catch a pass.
Yeah, I don't think Veet
man.
really put that one where he wanted to. No, Hill with it. Handoff finds Moody. Moody Mitchett, another guy who won't shoot a lot either.
Student section comes alive. Cats up 12. X drives.
Oh, missed it.
Underneath. Who was Tyler fighting with there? Who's 22?
That was Jacob Fougier, 25. Or 15.
I thought it was 22.
21. We don't have a 22.
You don't have a 22?
It was 21, Jacob Fougier.
Okay. I stand corrected.
Now Mace is going to bring it up. See these brand new People's jerseys this year too, Lance.
All right. Nice looking jerseys. Kind of almost a vintage Celtics look.
Yes, that's Follinsby designed them actually. He said he loves the old English font.
Yep.
So do I. Oh, Gabe Mitchett on the deck. Oh, things are getting fast and furious down there.
PA defense back, feeds it inside Tyler, throws it up off the glass.
Oh, Fougier is number 22, Lance. Usually he's 21.
Okay. You stand corrected.
I do.
5 minutes left to go in the third.
He must have gotten blood on his jersey because he was 21 in the first half.
Okay. Possibly, yeah.
V with it. Was that Hazen's first basket or second of the second half?
Second.
Revard had them both, didn't he?
Yes.
All right.
No, X had one. X-Man had one, Revard had one.
Yes, that's right. Just want to make sure I get my points correct. Hill with 8 now and Revard with 16.
Foul called on the Prez, his third.
Yep, Midget in a little bit of trouble.
Ryan the Little Lion will come in.
Ryan the Little Lion getting some minutes tonight, Lance.
He'll be there for him.
He will. He's played well in what we've
Yes.
seen of him so far this year. Been a swing player, but he's got minutes on varsity as well. I didn't see him out there much for the JV tonight.
No, I think Aaron was probably saving him for this game.
Yes.
Always a tough matchup when the Wolves come.
Yes. Back inside finds Fougier. Thought he got fouled.
In fact, one of the biggest crowds ever here at the Den, 1,000 people plus for a PA Hazen game back in 1996 when Coach Steve Pratt was here.
And Coach Bob Rowe for the People's Academy Wolves.
There we go.
A legendary coach for the Wolves. He's in the VPA Hall of Fame. That foul, I think, is going to come back to Follinsby.
Should.
As I said, Lance, things are getting a little bit chippy out here.
I mean, Chandler was pretty much riding him all the way down. I don't know how you couldn't call it, you know.
I agree. Dropped my eraser, but that's all right. There's one on this. Oh, it's
Revard up.
Revard. Bucket and the
Shot
bruise.
in the foul.
The bucket and the bruise. Tyler Revard. Man, isn't he something, Lance?
Second, and Follansby picks up 2 quick fouls in that sequence.
Luckily, only his first 2.
Score 31-15, 4:25, and
Yandel wants a timeout.
Yandel wants a timeout to talk things over, as they have yet to score here in the second half. Hazen has put up 6, PA nothing so far in the second half with 4:25 left to go in the third. The way this parking lot was filled, I'm shocked.
Right?
So, ironically enough, the PA offense has gone a little cold here in the second half, and it was on this day that Bloomfield, Vermont, recorded the coldest ever temperature in Vermont, minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
It was back in the 30s. Yes.
Yep. 1931 was a good year for the Hardwick Academy.
Yep.
Division II basketball champs.
It's also National Bicarbonate of Soda Day.
What does that mean?
Oh, wait. I got it's like Alka-Seltzer. You use it when your stomach is upset. It was on this day in 2020, Becky Hammond, who was an assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs, became the first female to ever coach an NBA team after Greg Popovich was ejected against the Lakers.
Yes.
Spurs lost 121-107, but a historical night for the NBA.
Yes.
Historical night here for Hazen with Hardwick Academy in the purple and gold. So a couple of history-making nights right here.
You see, Lance, Tiger Woods a little bit older than LeBron James.
Yeah, he's got him by about, 9 years here?
9 years.
Yeah.
And LeBron's 38.
But I will agree to disagree with you on the GOAT factor. I'll take Larry Bird. Any day, all day. Over anybody.
Oh, Ryan the Little Lion, he'll miss it. Rivard.
No shot.
Foul on the floor,
Foul
waved
on the
off
floor.
by Brother Orty.
Yep.
Follansby with another one. I'm not sure where or how.
Chandler Follansby has picked up 3 fouls in about 30 seconds out here.
He is. Chandler got a couple, I think, that weren't his. Brother Orty right there, though.
Morrison inside.
Things are getting bad here, Lance.
Aaron calls off the press. They had started a press. Aaron waved it off.
Think up by, what, 17? Probably a good idea.
18?
18,
Yeah.
probably a good idea. Back, that's up, no good.
Rivard rebound.
Man, the Wolves wanted that one to fall.
At this point, they'll take anything that'll fall.
Did Rivard hit
Moody.
his last free throw he took, Lance?
Brendan Moody with a 3, a dagger right there with 3:45 left to go in the third. Puts the Cats up 36-15. Tyler missed but got the rebound.
And put it back in.
Put it back in, or I think he missed that, and then Ryan put it in and drew the foul or something. That's when the foul was on the floor, I
Okay,
believe.
so that puts Rivard at 20.
Gabe with a reach. That'll send, that'll reset things here.
Yep.
Or he hacked him on the arm, or whatever you want to call it. He fouled him. Brother Orty.
Brother Orty. Long time, like you said, veteran official.
He is. And just an all-around great guy.
Yes. Veet now picked up by Moody. Outside finds Beck. Beck now trying to go to work on Hill. Can't find nothing. Outside Mace. He'll tee up the 3. It's blocked. Xavier Hill, quick pass. Tried to look for Ryan the Little Lion. No good. Wolves will get it back.
Much to the chagrin of the Hazen student section.
That's going to go the way of the Wolves, Lance.
Yes, it is.
Came up with that my senior year when I was commentating games.
I like that, James.
The way of the Wolves
Way of the
and
Wolves.
the way of the Wildcats. I can say it when they're in town.
There you go.
About a 25-minute, half-hour drive up Route 15 to get here.
What do you have, a player control? 4 fouls on Chandler Follansby in mere moments. Chandler
Follansby.
pleading his coach with the endo.
Yeah,
I
Follansby
think-
not happy.
I think Chandler should consider a career in law.
Yeah, Chandler the lawyer, Follansby.
Yeah, I think he would make a good lawyer. He's always pleading his case regardless. So I think.
Although, Lance,
a
I
future.
really do feel for him because I think a couple of the fouls he got weren't his.
I'm not sure. I mean,
It's tough. I'm no
it's tough.
official.
Yeah.
I'm not Brother Orty.
And I'm not going to put a striped shirt on and go down there.
Not in this game.
No. No. No.
Oh, now Moody almost loses the handle. Moody outside Hill. You can't let him shoot at all. Oh, I thought that went out of bounds. Revard inside had 4 people around him. So does Mitchell.
Ryan goes up. He's going to get fouled.
It's going to be on Jacob Fougier, I believe. That'll be his second.
Going to send Ryan the Little Lion to the line with 2:23 left to go here in the third. Hazen.
Oh, no, that foul's going to be on Noah Lynch's second.
Hazen has managed to put up 11 points so far.
Unanswered.
PA, 0.
11-0 run to start the half. Ryan the Little Lion free throw, no good. See Gus Veet talking it over with assistant coach Joe Bonanno on the sideline.
Short on that one, and I'm going to say it again. I think all the players should be in here at 5 a.m. tomorrow practicing free throws.
Yes.
You don't leave until you've made 100 in a row. Nice pass inside. Blocked. Great defense by the Wolves.
Yes, great defense there to stop Gabe Mitchell in his tracks.
2 minutes left to
Time
go here
is
in the third.
ticking for the People's
it is.
Academy Wolves. 15 points, Lance.
Can't win if he can't score.
Yes.
Hazen defense has been stepping up big time.
It has. Veet floater, no good. Nice rebound. Lynch outside. Beck, he'll tee this one up. Beck, that's up, no good. Whoa! Noah Lynch hooked hard there by Gabe Mitchell in the paint. That's going to come back to him, Lance. You see, he got hooked him just a little bit there.
I mean, Gabe's a big boy.
He is. You know those farmers, him, Morgan, and Lincoln.
Yep.
Now the student section. Hazen has one of the best. Fougier skip pass over, finds Mace. I don't think I've seen Hudson Mace come out of the game tonight for the People's Wolves. And Veet has 3 fouls too, Lance. So a couple of the Wolves' key players tonight in foul trouble. Our offense is in trouble.
Yeah. Safe to say.
Beckel let that one
Short.
go, no good. Lynch tried to save it, right back to Revard. Now Hill with it.
Over to Moody.
Now Hill, handoff for Moody.
Foul called.
Noah Lynch, his third.
.113 left to go in the third. So far, Wildcats pitching a shutout against the PA Wolves.
Here in the third quarter. It's been a tough one, but still 36 points is also low for the Wildcats.
It's low for the Wildcats, yes it is. Take us back to our this past spring calling baseball games, James.
Yes, and the year before that,
and
too.
the year before that, too, yeah. Gabe drives.
So now I can say we've called a PA game together and everything but soccer.
That's right. We'll make that happen this year.
Yes, I hope. If PA's in town while I'm home, then.
Foul called on number 22. Who did you say that was?
That is Jacob Fougier, his second.
Yep, 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Nobody leaves until you've made 100 free throws in a row.
Yep.
What a way to close out 2022, though, right? Girls play here next, the 4th against Winooski. The boys next Friday will be hosting Williamstown, kicking off 2023 in grand style.
My scoring might be a little bit off here, Lance, but that's
yeah.
okay.
I have those nights, too, where you just sort of lose track of everything.
Well, it's not. Oh,
and
Gus
with
Veet
38 seconds left in the third, a three-pointer, the first points of the quarter. Wow, what a pass by Moody for the Wolves. Inside Revard, up off the glass.
One I know is Revard does have 22.
22 seconds left in the third as well, and a 20-point lead for the Wildcats as Yando's about to come out of his shirt over here.
That's how Yando is. Beat 3. Oh, almost banked it home. Oh, trust me, Hazen has nightmares about bank shots from over there.
Yeah.
Enosburg a couple years ago. Oh,
And at
back
the end
tries
of
it.
3, it is your Hazen Union Wildcats leading the arch rival, I should say, People's Academy by a 20-point score, 38-18. They held PA to just 3 points that quarter. Only PA scoring with 38 seconds left. Cats put up 13.
You know, Lance, I got to try and do some math here because I don't know. Ryan Morrison, I had him at 4 points, but there's no way because I have Revard at 22 and Xavier Hill at 8. And Brendan Moody with 6.
I'll tell you what, you double check your math. I'll give us our sponsor readings here. You're watching Hazen Varsity Basketball here on HCTV, channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Our sponsors tonight, Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, 472-5522. We support Hazen Athletics and the Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, GMTCC. Jumpstart your future. James Salvis with the play-by-play. Lance Hall with the color. Danny on camera.
Doing a phenomenal job.
Just hanging here tonight. Having a good time. Once again, closing out 2022 here at the Den.
Lance will see you guys in 2023. I will
2023, yeah.
be back
Absolutely.
further down Route 15 in Lyndonville. Actually, tomorrow, Lance. Took the night off from practice to be here.
I heard you did that, and I appreciate you being here tonight. It's made it extra special tonight. Like I said, we've got a PA alumnus and a Hazen Union alumnus up here doing the game, so it doesn't get any better than that.
No, it does not.
And I'll say you've kept your call fairly civil so far, you know.
Yeah.
You know, very.
I feel like in baseball, I
very
went
professional.
went a little the other way from time to time.
Well, you know,
Happens.
it happens. It's it's okay.
Johnny Most.
That's right. Oh my God, there was no more homer than Johnny Most.
That's what my sometimes my coach at Linden calls me. Sometimes Lance, a little Johnny Most.
Johnny Most. There we go.
Great commentator though.
Oh, fantastic.
Longtime Celtics commentator.
I could try and slip into Johnny Most. Now, did you ever hear Johnny Most?
I've
No,
heard
you're not
clips.
old enough. You've
I've
heard
clips. Revard, that's up no good. Gets the second one. Yep. Lance, I have.
If we get the right sequence, I'll try and slip into a Johnny Most mode for you. I used to watch the games on TV and listen to it on radio with him.
Yep. Now Follensby back in the game.
I'll tell you, that man hated Michael Jordan.
Yes, he did. Veet there misses the little floater. He did not like Michael Jordan in the slightest. That foul is going to come back to Brendan Moody. He's got 2. As I said, for you race fans, a couple race legends in attendance tonight. Mike Martin, Stephen Martin, and Brendan Moody.
Cats break that up ball going around like a Plinko chip. And I think we're going to have a reach.
Gus Veet there, I thought he got all ball, but
I saw him hooking a little bit of arm out there.
But Baranachera right there for the call.
Sends Jaden Baker to the free throw line with 7:19 left to go in the game.
Yes, Gus Veet with 4. Baker up no good. Lance Baker has struggled shooting the ball this year.
Yes. Yep.
Jaden Baker has had a rough go of it shooting. He's scored well around the basket, but he has not shot the ball well.
And back into the game also Chandler Follensby with 4 fouls.
Yes, he's got to be uber careful.
Wrap him in bubble wrap. Tyler.
Oh, Revard.
Are we going to see it?
Oh, Revard missed that dunk.
Follensby up ahead.
He'll score it.
Layup.
Chandler with 8. Nice night for him. Baker outside finds Hill. Now Gabe Mitchell with it. Inside finds Jaden Baker. As I just said, he scored well at the hoop, Lance. Bucket and the bruise for Jaden Baker.
Timely bucket and foul pickup.
Sawyer Beck there picks up his second. You see Coach Todd Yando not pleased.
Said he had his hands up, Brother Orty. Gave him some kind of signal over there.
Mike Orton and Todd Yando know each other very well. Baker missed the free throw.
Everybody in the gym tomorrow, 5 a.m.
Yes.
Baker, X.
Xavier Hill the thrill. Dump pass over to Ryan the Little Lion, and he scores it.
Xavier Hill's passing is just otherworldly. As I say it, bird-like passing ability.
Bird-like passing.
Larry Bird.
Maybe Derek Camp-esque.
Camp could throw a nice pass, yeah.
I mean, he's Hazen's all-time assist leader.
He is.
You see Follinsby trying to go to work there. He gets fouled hard. Ooh. Follinsby ate one.
He won't have to go into lawyer mode for this one. They called it for him.
He will not. Chandler Follinsby trying to walk it off there for a minute, get a little breather. He's got hit pretty hard down there tonight, though, Lance.
He's played tough inside.
He has. He's taken some shots. Oof, Follinsby heavy.
5 a.m. Chandler. 5 a.m.
Follinsby, a good free throw shooter, too.
You don't leave the gym until you make 100 in a row.
Gabe Mitchett has 3 fouls.
I call it both ways,
yes,
for both teams that miss foul shots. Nobody leaves until you make 100 in a row.
Rivard's out of the game now, Lance.
All right.
Free throw for Follinsby.
He made his second one, 5:30. And he's only
5:30.
got to make 75 in a row.
Yes, because he shot it well. He's 3 for 5.
Baker over here, X, inside, whistle.
5:56, Lance. The Wolves still got a chance to make this a little bit of a game.
44-21, yeah, nothing can happen. Still a lot of time.
Yeah, if they get hot, play hard on defense. But it's been tough with this Wildcat defense that has been oh so good. Whoa, they say Noble Beerworth stepped out on the far side.
Baranachera right there.
I don't know about that one. At PA, I would believe it, but
I don't know.
you've been to the PA gym, Lance.
I have.
It's awful.
Yeah. Like playing inside a Cracker Jack box.
Yes, Lance, you make a good point. It is like playing in a Cracker Jack box. But we take advantage of it against teams like Hazen who like to get out and transition and run.
Baranachera blows her whistle again.
She does. They're going to call that on.
White. I heard her say white.
No, that'll come back to Ryan the Little Lion Morrison.
Oh, it's Ryan the Little Morrison. Okay, so it was. I thought I heard her say white. Okay, so it's on Ryan the Little Lion Morrison.
No, Revard had 2 fouls in the first half, Lance, but has not picked one up in the second half. Follinsby inside, trying to take advantage with Revard out of the game. He's fouled hard. Nice take there by Chandler Follinsby. He's not afraid of contact, Lance, I can tell you that. Follinsby fighting hard in there.
He is. He's a gamer. Okay.
Oh, Revard is in the game. I'm sorry, that's his third.
He earned a 5:30 start last time. If you could make a couple more free throws.
We'll say 6 o'clock.
We'll say 6:30 maybe. Knock it down here. We'll see how he does.
Oh, there's 6. He got 6 o'clock.
6 a.m. and he's got to make 50.
Makes this one. It'll be 6:30 and 20.
Well, we make this one. That's 3 out of 4. Maybe he'll get excused.
Nope.
6:30, 50 in a row.
6:30, 50.
X-Man.
Xavier Hill now. He'll find Gabe Mitchett. Oh, poked away. Wolves thought they had it.
X going to drive.
Score it.
46-22, 5 minutes left.
Beck now. Looking for something. Finds Beerworth. Beerworth looks inside. Delayed pass, not a very good one outside.
It was wide open over here.
Beck is going to take a dribble, shoot it, no good.
Rebound. X-Man. X-Man pulls up the foul line, shoots short. Rebound. The Prez.
Lincoln Mitchell, second basket of the night.
48-22 your score. 4:30 left to go in the ball game.
Beck's going to bring it up now.
Cats so far undefeated on the season, standing at 5-0. Do you know the PA record, James?
They are 3-1. They've beat Lamoille, Stowe twice. Lamoille and Stowe twice.
Hazen after this game will basically have a week off. Won't play. No, I think they've got a road game. Next home
Jaden Baker off to the races, tried to dunk Lance and missed.
Revard with the rebound goes up, gets fouled.
Jaden Baker, interesting to see him go up for a dunk.
Yeah.
That would be like People's Academy alum Peyton Verzilli trying to do it.
Like
just doesn't have the bounce.
Spud Webb, he is not.
Yes, Spud Webb, he is not. Made a couple references to PA alums. I'll give a couple shout out to some Hazen alums. You see Freddie Larson and the Big Red Machine, Elliot Kimball are here. Aisha Gould, Carter Hill. A lot of them in attendance.
Everybody here tonight.
Trying to think, there's a couple more over there. Cody Davison's here.
Cody Davison's here. I see Landon Thompson. I believe that's Randy Lumsden sitting next to him, I think. I can't quite make him out, but I think that's Randy.
Looks like it. Revard, I think, hit him, miss one, make one.
49-22, 4 minutes left.
I think Revard missed one and made one right there, so he'll earn the 6 o'clock start time. You see Lincoln Mitchell, Garden Chandler way out beyond the arc. Chandler inside, tried to sell a foul.
Yeah.
Not happy with that one. That kid's going to be bruised. Hill up, no good. Beck will chase down the rebound. Oh, full court pass, Mahomes.
Nice. Yeah. Knocked away by Baker. Not going to give Follinsby the easy hoop that time.
Nope. Brendan Moody, he'll come in for Gabe Mitchell. Veet inbound. Chandler Follinsby now. Oh, he'll let that three go and bury it. Chandler Follinsby. Look at that. See what happens when you shoot the ball, kid. Goes in. Chandler Follinsby, Lance, is always a little bit shy of the jump shot. But
the only shot you don't make is the one you don't take. Baker underneath. Nice second effort. And stolen away. Revard stole the inbounds. Pick their pockets back here. Tyler up, draws the foul. I happened to glance back right there. Tyler just sort of snuck around back there and stole that inbounds pass. And
now, Lance, that one I will disagree with.
What's that?
With Matthews down low. I think Beck got all ball. Try not to get on the refs too much.
We take the referee's call. Revard makes his first one. 52-25 your score, 3:06 left.
You see Follinsby hit that three, Lance, and like I said, he's usually a little bit of a shy jump shooter. I actually think Chandler has a nice jump shot, he just doesn't shoot.
Shooter's roll for Revard on that second free throw. 53-25 your score, 3 minutes left. Here at the Den.
Now Beck with it. Ooh, Beck had a nice look. Fougere inside, he's fouled by Jaden Baker.
Baker, yeah, and Baker had a bunch of fouls. That's
his fourth.
Fourth.
If it is in fact a foul. Yeah, it is. A little bit of a rough night for Jaden Baker tonight, Lance.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, he's gotten us some points when we needed him.
Now you'll see Sully LaFlame check in, who's normally number 10, but he's 33 tonight.
All right.
With these old Hardwick Academy uniforms. From gosh knows when.
And Follinsby is going to come out.
Probably for the last time tonight.
And number 1 getting ready to check in. Who's number 1, James?
Oh, Fougere missed them both. That is Cale Cochran.
Pass inside. Revard holds up. Nice delay.
Fougere, I think he got a little caught in the air there.
Fenton Meyer leading a cheer over there on the other side.
Fenton Meyer, the good baseball player for the Hazen Wildcats. Revard, steady shooter at the free throw line, Lance. Cale Cochran, he's going to come in for Hudson Mace, and I think that's the first time I've seen Mace come out of the game. Good ball player, the sophomore for Hudson Mace. Bright future ahead for the People's Academy Wolves with him. And Beck's going to follow him to the Pine. Revard hit them both. He's at 29. Gus Veet going to come out. I don't think Gus Veet too happy with how he played tonight for the Wolves. Jacob Fougere going to come out as well. You see the Wolves putting in the bench now.
Few PA fans electing to leave early. Let's hope they're not blocked in.
Yes.
Because if you are, you might as well just wait.
Did you see that move by Lincoln Mitchett down low, Lance, to hook and get in front of Carter Giron? Oh, Beerworth shot up. Ooh, wanted that one to fall.
Brendan Moody.
Moody with a travel.
Baranachera explaining the call to Coach Hill.
I don't think Aaron Hill agreed, but. You know, Lance, maybe you have, because you've been here a little bit longer than me, but I don't think I've ever seen Coach Aaron Hill get a technical foul. Maybe a long time ago.
That I can remember.
Ooh, nice take there by Quinn Kalp.
That I can remember Aaron getting a technical. I cannot remember one. I'm not saying he hasn't.
But not that you can
not that I can remember. Of course, the technical of all technicals was during a JV game one night when Mike Deman Baker
got tossed, actually.
Got tossed, earned 2 and got tossed.
The only time in Mike's career.
And became, yes, the only technicals called on Mike in his career. And, of course, that earned him the moniker
Mike Deman
Baker.
Yeah, Elliot Kimball was telling me about that, and he said it was very strange.
Yeah, it was a strange sequence. Oh, number 3, the American Dream, Dustin Panzarelli in there.
And you see Morgan Mitchett out there.
Yep.
We got Sully LaFlamme, we have Ryan the Little Lion, and we have Gavin Stratton. Who is this coming down to the table? That is Liam Jerkovitz, I believe.
Yep, I believe that is Liam.
Yeah,
inside,
it is.
Ryan the Little Lion.
Fouled hard.
Gets hacked.
Wolves on the losing end of this one tonight. So you can make that, I think, 116 to 109 in the all-time matchup.
Where's my record? Yeah, I had it right here. Did I have it? Yes, 116 to 109.
For the Wildcats.
Yep.
In favor of the Wildcats.
In favor of the Wildcats. Home, and it's interesting, home, we have a record of 64 and 46 against PA. And down at PA, it's 48 and 62, almost identical.
Yes. But
so
maybe,
another home win. Home cooking.
So
of course, that's going back to the Hardwick Academy days, 1911, and everything else too. So,
maybe back at People's Academy, things might fare a little better for the Wolves.
Definitely.
Getting to see the Wildcats for the first time this year.
225th time these two teams have met, dating back to 1911.
Lance, only 55 points right now for the Wildcats. So
low scoring efforts for the Cats.
I believe
they are low scoring for the Cats. Let's just say that PA defense has played well.
They played hard. I mean, they haven't scored well, but they did a good job to keep Hazen out of real danger. Now Dustin Piangerelli, I actually saw a fellow Hazen alum, his brother, Nate Piangerelli, in attendance. Did you see PA fans are jumping ship?
Yes, they are.
Oh, Cale Cochran lost it. The PA Wolves fans are headed for the hills. Back, I said, about 25 minutes north, back to
yes, indeed.
Back down Route 15 to Morrisville. Stratton outside finds Morgan Mitchett. I'll have to find a nickname for Morgan Mitchett, Lance.
I'm going to work on that.
And Gavin Stratton as well. You got to get one for everybody.
Warm up the bus.
That's one thing, this Hazen student section always gets loud, always. One of the very best in the business. Ooh, Sully LaFlamme, nice move, and he scored it. Sully LaFlamme, the freshman who plays both, nice basket there. Nice move and scored that one, Lance.
Nice move.
See, he's wearing 33 tonight, Lance. He's usually 10.
Do you think that's made a difference?
Maybe. I'm trying to think of a notable NBA player who wore 33. Outside Beerworth with it. Side Cochran, he'll tee up the three, a little heavy. Up no good. Gyron tries to get the board.
When these two teams played back in 19...
Oh! Hard foul at the basket.
When these two teams first played back in 1911, the cost of a gallon of gasoline was 3.2 cents.
That's crazy.
It's true.
Cars were not long in existence then, Lance.
I'm reading it on the internet. It's got to be right.
Exactly. See, Morgan Mitchell missed that one. Mitchell hits his second, though. Or, I'm sorry, that's Sully LaFlame. Am I saying his last name right, Lance?
LaFlamme.
LaFlamme.
And that'll end your ball game with Hazen picking up the win, 59-26. They'll push their record to 6-0.